I knew him in my past like he was my man. Don't do a cheat, he was one that passed a new stand.
I've been with Akashic Records technically since '09. But as far as expressing, my art, I've been with Akashic Records since last year. Around February, December, February was really my introduction to the people. The first project that I featured on was Black as I Wanna Be. Well, really before that, we came out with a single, M-Town Paparazzi. That was my first introduction to the people. Then after that, we came out with Black as I Wanna Be. I featured on, that was 720's idea to come out with something cultural, make a cultural statement to the people, and it was for Black History Month. So I had a song by myself, and I featured on 2 songs with him and AJ. Then after that, I was on Grown Man Theory, the MixTape, 720's MixTape. I was on 3 songs. 3 songs. I featured on 3 songs with that. Then after that, I featured on 720's album, Becoming Awake. And I was on 1 song on that. It was called Soul. So that led up to my project. So now we're here, and I'm the featured artist. And that's been kind of my history with the Akashic Records. When I first began working in '09 with the Akashic Records, I was not an artist. In fact, I was just the rapper's girlfriend. I was 720's girl, and I helped with the music. I helped promote. But even still, before then, I still had my own little dreams of myself being a rapper. Like I said before, I had always wanted to be a rapper since I was in high school. Like I used to, rap for some of my friends, and I used to write, my own little lyrics and try to rap them. But I never had written to a beat. I just, written to something in my head. I just would come up with these melodies and these flow patterns, and then, I would voice that to people. But yeah, so he really started working with 720. Really started working with me. Let's say probably the summer of not last summer, but the summer before that. He really started working with me. I came to him and I'm like, hey, can I write on a beat? He was like, can you write on a beat? No, like this business. I'm like, please. And he's my man, so he's like, yeah, alright. He fell asleep, so I'm writing. And he heard what I had to say. He was like, yeah, that's okay, that's okay. He really ain't think nothing of it. Well, he and AJ, the Great, was working very thoroughly, very, late nights on Grown Man Theory, the mixtape. And they had already started working on that before Black as I Wanna Be. So I seen them working, and it just developed a drive in me, like, I can do that. Like, they just have to give me a chance. Like, I can really do that. So he heard me. He seen my work on one particular beat. I don't think that was ever released, but he heard what I had to say. He just kind of critiqued it and like, okay, you need to rap on beat pretty much. And after that, I just took off. So now we're here on my project in Minnesota.
Seen her doing her thing. I never had a chance to really listen to her. I knew you. We done music before, and I was like, first thing I thought was, man, she definitely got the look. You know what I mean? And I was like, but let's see what she's talking about. And I listen to everybody's stuff here. I know I hear everybody's props, and I listened to a track that she did with you and Ski. I don't know if it was on Reverb. It just came up, and I listened to it. And I'm like, oh man, she's spitting on there. She really talking about something. And I ain't just saying that because I'm here, because I keep it real.
For sure,
what I'm saying? But so I was like, in my head, I'm like, well, yeah, I'm gonna get her on my album. First thing I thought, I'm getting her on my album. You know what I mean? I came to you at the club like, oh, out of respect, I need her on my album. You feel me?
For sure.
So you just so happen to hit me up when I'm trying to hit you up, just because I wanted to work with her. And I feel like when she hits the stage on May 4th, as far as ladies, you're gonna have a lot of haters. You're gonna have a lot of people showing you love. The reason you're gonna have them haters is because you're, as far as I know, the first female that's grinding and putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? And you got a big shoes to fill after Smokes killed it. But I mean, if you put in pictures with Pat and not want to pat myself on the back, with me, and you got the right people on your ear, but you've done so many shows and we've been there. But right now you the rookie, and I feel like you have it. But it's real right now, because you know what I'm saying. I feel like you definitely have it. You just gotta grind hard. This show right here can't nothing go wrong, and I believe she can. And I gotta step my game up from what I've seen so far.
Let's go get him. Modern music. Think I knew him in my past like he was my man. Don't do it cheap, he was one that passed a newsstand. The catch I bust, he had a car, but he didn't save it. My heels left, take him across the city pavement. You know what, just to the rain, I just followed. Put in the moment like it's yesterday.